Alright, hi guys, vintage electronic people. Here's the Zenith 16-inch television. Did a full recap on this thing, and I got a good deflection now. I got full horizontal and vertical, but I still got that full-blown 60-cycle hum on the audio. And I think what's going on is, I think I've got a bad 13Z10 audio output tube. However, these tubes all test good in my tester, and this tube even tests very strong. Yes, 13Z10 there, yep. That's the preamp and audio output tube. Here, I think this is the audio detector here, but yeah, anyway, it's got to be in this audio section, because if it was one of these other tubes leaking, then it would cause a problem in the picture and all that. I got good deflection and everything. Let me turn this thing on real quick. I don't want to run it long because that could cause more damage. We'll flip that on there, and you'll see here what happens, but you know, just because the tube's testing perfectly good and very strong in the tube tester doesn't mean that it's good, because what's happened, that tube's probably, when it's in the TV and it's under a load, then it's breaking down. Probably got a plate to grid leakage. You'll see that here in a second. We got a loud 60-cycle hum, just like an open filter capacitor. The capacitors are all been replaced, and they've all been replaced with the correct values. And so there's no excuse for it to be doing what it's doing. It also helps if I plug the thing in, my power strip thing there. Yeah, well, that might be part of the problem right now. Let's see what happens now. We got tubes lighting. Yeah, can't really see back there. I don't want to stick the phone up in there so it's live. So we should, there you go. There's our picture. Hear that hum? It's getting louder as that tube gets hotter. And turn the volume up, down, there's no effect on it. Doesn't make it louder or quieter or nothing. That's all the way down, that's all the way up. So, but as you can see, I got all the deflection. The vertical deflection's full, and so is the horizontal. Before it wasn't, so I don't want to run this very long like that. That can cause more damage, especially if that tube is leaking, plate to grid leakage. Could short something, burn something else up. So you never just want to let them run like that. So like I said, I did a full recap. All the capacitors I changed are all within spec. They're all the exact microfarads and working voltages. They're under the chassis. I'm just not going to flip it up right this minute. But yeah, I even took the diodes out, checked them. They're all within spec. Did B+ voltage tests here with my equipment. Everything is on spec. Everything is on the up enough where it should be. So there's no excuse for it. So the only thing I can figure out is that I got a bad 13Z10 tube. Our audio output tube is defective. It's got a leakage, and it's leaking AC voltage into the DC side of it, the B+, and that's causing that 60-cycle hum there in the audio speaker. So it's not a filter, but man, I was racking my brain. I've been 2 days on this thing, and that's the only thing I've finally come up with, is just because that tube's testing strong in the tester, and when it's in the TV and it's under a load, it's breaking down. So you never want to put your heart 100% into a tube tester always, because these things can fool you and you'll be chasing a problem that's really not there. So anyway, I'll keep you updated. I had to order a 13Z10. I don't have any in stock here. I've seemed like I've got every other tube for all the other Zenith and other brand televisions, except I don't have a 13Z10. Got a 6Z10, but not a 13. Got 17 JZ8s. I got about 20 of those. Those are vertical outputs, but anyway, there you go, guys. I just wanted to show you guys that sometimes electrolytic filter capacitors and electrolytic capacitors are not the answer to fix everything. Even though you might think so, the symptom could be identical. But in this case, I'm almost 100% positive now it's got to be that tube. Or it could be one of these other tubes in this circuit here. It could be this audio detector as well. One of these tubes is leaking AC voltage across to the DC side, and it's causing that AC ripple that we're hearing, that 60-cycle hum. So anyway, we'll see what happens. When tube comes in next week, I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching, guys.